getting paid to study, paid by, I mean not just by the Zambian government, but by the Russian government as well, I advise you to pay attention. So a bit about myself. I have published at least 6 scientific papers. In this year, I expect to publish 2 more. I have taken part in a number of conferences, Olympiads, and competitions. Won a number of them. You can then just be available because I know there's a competition coming up and all the winners win money. There's another conference next week that I'm taking part in, and the president of the day is going to be part of that conference, and I'm representing the medical faculty. So yeah, I don't want you to think that I'm boasting. I just want to use myself as an example to show that some of these things are possible, and it's possible to do a lot of things and to make money just by studying. As someone who is receiving money for studying. Secondly, this is also a bit more about me. This is more, so the first one was more like specifically scientific, like conferences, Olympiads, competition. This is me like in organizations, so I'm part of like the students committee, I'm part of like the Lectures for Zambia and all that stuff. I took part in like you know, like I'm on the Reden website, I'm on the Reden YouTube page, I'm on the Reden Facebook page, I'm on the Reden handbook that was prepared. Again, I'm not boasting. I'm just really trying to use myself as an example to show that you can actually have a very active student life, and it's actually very possible. It's a good thing, and this doesn't have to disturb or affect your academic life, right? A lot of things. And also, I want to add that in spite of like having a lot of academic life, I also have time for myself, I have time for my friends. And the whole point of my presentation is that how is it possible, right? Like how do I mix school? Because I have like school science, I have like school organization stuff, and I have like a personal life. I have been to more than 10 cities in Russia, and in this year I'm going to more cities. I have friends, we love hanging out, we love doing stuff, and I'm also like the main organizer. We celebrate all the birthdays, we do a lot of things, you know, so I don't spend all my time studying, you know? And the main question is like, how is this possible? So, first thing, this is school. First thing is like, have people around you who will not let you be lazy. Something that helps me a lot is that I am part of the scientific group, it's called Incubator, and all of us are smart, okay? Like, my group is smart. My group is like, they have like publications in like international papers and everything. These people come when the teacher is talking, they are correcting the teacher, they're saying, actually, the recommendations say that this is like that. And something I found that in this group, I feel ashamed when I come to school without studying. I feel ashamed when I can't answer, you know? And this really does push me to try even harder. So when you guys are gonna hang out with people who really do motivate you. I know, like you've heard this before, but I'm telling you, like, I'm feeling this right now. My group mates, I don't see them as competition. I have a group mate who she's been studying medicine for 5 years, I'm in 5th year. All her semesters are in addition. She doesn't get doctors. When you see the her science, did not study, she's Russian. Anyway, the point is like, when I hang out with her, for me, like getting Boston is not high. It's like, she doesn't choose. You get what I mean? And this is the thing, when you hang out with people like that, it's like, with my other friends, with like, when my own group, when I hang out with the other foreigners, if you get Boston research, you're like, oh my God, yes, Boston research, but with my friend now, she's getting Mativinosca chest, Mativinosca bad. For her, she doesn't get Boston research, you get what I mean? So when I get Boston research, I ask myself, what happened? And this is like very important, like find yourself such people. Also, find people who will really encourage you to take part in scientific stuff. So for me, when I started doing scientific papers on my own, it was very hard because I didn't know how to do it. And I have a friend, Manoli, she's from Sri Lanka, she's also very smart. And the two of us were like, well, we were smart, we were new, we don't know what to do, we're like, okay, let's do it together. And the whole of 4th year, we did our scientific work together. So we were helping each other by taking baby steps. Now we do things separately, because now I can do it on my own, she can do it on her own, but the whole 1st of 4th year, we did all our work together. And it was really grateful, it was really helpful, because I had someone supporting me, I had someone helping me, we were encouraging each other, we were staying up at night trying to figure out how to write this work. And my Russian is good, but also having Russian roommates to check my work, so I read everything. And it's not a very important thing with the Russian language. Don't be afraid to seem stupid. So I have one of my closest friends, her name is Albina. And something between us is that I always check her English work, she always checks my Russian work. So So she also she was studying in England. She was there for an exchange program. So she would send me her homework and assignments, and I would check them. I would check the grammar, and I help her with her English. And the first 2 years, every time I did a presentation, I would send it to her. So I wasn't afraid to look stupid. Even now, when I'm writing scientific papers, I'll have her look them through just to make sure it's good. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And this is something helpful. If you have Russian friends, make use of it. Don't be afraid to look dumb or stupid. Just make use of it. And your Russian is very important. You're in Russian. You're studying. Don't walk away stupid. Walk away with information. When the teacher is teaching, make it your goal to know something. Make it your goal to, when you graduate, when you get that diploma, you should feel confident that you know something. Don't just pass for the sake of главное. Вы say to главное, что я сдал, главное, что я выпустил. Не надо так делать. People should give us specialists. You know what you give? You guys are studying. They're going to be specialists. They're going to get this diploma. Don't go home knowing nothing. Make it your goal to know something. Okay? And this is why the language comes in. Invest in it. It will work for you. For me, my Russian is good. And it really does help. Because I can sit in lessons, I can take part in arguments, I can represent myself. If someone tries to be silly with me, I'll put them in their place. It helps. Also, the last thing I guess is find a scientific advisor. So I have a very good scientific advisor. A few weeks ago, I went to her to talk to her about something completely different, and she's like, oh, actually, I handed in your name for some stipendia, so the next 3 months you'll be getting 20,000. I didn't even do it myself. I went to talk to her about something else. But because I work with her and she knows I have publications, I'm taking part in stuff, she's like, oh, there was a chance to hand in your name, I handed it in, okay, so the next 3 months, wait for this stipendia. And for these 3 months, my stipend is 20 times more than it was. And it was already high. This is me telling you that you can make money by studying. You're studying and you make money by studying. It is possible. You're getting paid to do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? And something that I really like about my group, the incubator group, is that we have a high stipend because we're supposed to do science and stuff. And then once we do the science and we do the competition, they're like, you actually did it. That's very sure. And then they give you even more money. So I advise you to take school quite seriously. Again, personal life. Yes, I like doing presentations, and I like having different presentations. Again, have people around you who won't let you be lazy. You guys, you have no idea how important this is. Because some of these things with having people around you that you don't realize how you change. You only see the results. You don't realize, I had friends in first year who would actually curse a lot, and I didn't realize how cursing for me became not a thing. Because it seemed so normal. Or I realized at some point for me, cursing was no. And then at some point it's so normal, what's the big deal? Everyone uses it. It's just words. So find people who will push you, who have the same goals. Okay? For really, for me, another thing, my group mates, it's okay, we have a conference. I remember years, I wasn't planning on taking part, but I come to class and all my group mates are filling the forms, they're doing everything. I'm like, what's this? It's a competition, you have to do it, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, I'm not even ready, I don't want. My scientific girl was okay, we're doing it. I handed in my documents, I did it just we're doing it. Everyone who took part in that competition won money. I won first place, so I got 20,000. Second place, they had 10,000. Third place, they had 5,000. And that's everyone got money who took part in this competition. And this is again, I wasn't planning on doing it, but I came to class one day, and because my group is a scientific group, everyone was talking about it. I'm going to St. Petersburg in December. The university is paying. Why? Because my group is a scientific group. Someone sent the documents saying, okay, there's a competition. We have to hand in our documents. You know what I mean? I say, have such people around. I don't look for these things. But because I have such people around me, it helps that they find the information, they send the information, we do it. I'm going to St. Petersburg and the university is paying for my flight, for my accommodation. Life being better. Yeah, those things. And also planning. This is the last slide, don't worry. Planning. Make long-term and short-term plans. So for me, my long-term plans were to have as many publications as possible. Because I think I love doing science, I want to take part in like scientific research and everything. So I have long-term plans, that's like for a year. I have short-term plans, what I want to get by the end of the semester, what I want to get by the end of the month. And that also works for your personal life. If all you have are long-term plans, you won't even realize when you've forgotten them. You know how everyone makes yearly resolutions at the end of the year, and then by the 15th of January, it's like it's not even a thing anymore. So your long-term plans, break them into short-term plans. What do you want to do by the end of the week? Okay, like today. Start them with money. Something that helps me control how much money I spend is when I look at how much I spend in a day, because that I can control. I don't know how to control how much I spend in a month, but I can control how much I spend today. What food am I ordering? Am I going to Burger King every day or anything like that? So have long-term plans, but break them into short-term plans, because that's the only way that you will make it possible. And I'm done. Thank you for listening.